Hi, I'm Situ Mazumdar, President of Lotus Wealth Solutions. I'm a financial planner and also a physician just like you. I help mid and late career physicians like you get your financial life in order, keep it that way, and get your autonomy back. You've probably heard these cliches, thrown around by a lot of people that say, hey, doctors are lousy investors, we don't know how to manage our money, we're horrible businessmen, all those sorts of things. So naturally, a lot of people, including physicians, ask me, well, how did I go from becoming a full-time emergency medicine physician to becoming a full-time financial planner who helps physicians like you get your financial life in order? So what I thought I would do is share with you over the next few minutes my story, specifically about how I grew up, what's important to me, my values on money, and I think what you're going to see is that I'm uniquely positioned to relate to you and understand your situation. I'm also going to share with you how my passion for financial planning was started. Well, it also actually starts with a cardboard box, believe it or not. You see, when my parents moved to this country, we didn't have much money. And so actually our dining room table was a cardboard box. We would flip it over and actually use that bottom surface and flip it over, and that's where we would eat on. Or we would unfold the box and put it on the floor, and that served as our dining room table. We just didn't have much money or many material possessions when I was a kid. See, my dad had to train all over again as a physician when we moved to this country. And my mom, she would work at 7-Eleven and some fast food restaurants just to make ends meet and support our family. So when I was a kid growing up, I saw firsthand the value of money. It really shaped the way I value money. And specifically, I thought of money really more as a means to an end. It really was not about buying the next hot, gadget. It was more about trying to live my life intentionally and with purpose. I met my wife in medical school at Johns Hopkins, and she had a very similar upbringing that I did. And what was nice is that we saw eye to eye on finances and the value of money. And our thought of money really was as a way to achieve financial freedom and independence at an early age. So when we finished our residency training, I trained in emergency medicine and she trained in occupational and preventative medicine. We saved 50% of our gross income annually for a number of years. Now, what did that do for us? Well, first, it quickly put us into a position of financial control. Control over our financial lives rather than being stuck on the hamster wheel that so many physicians I knew were stuck on. They were giving up their nights and weekends and holidays and ultimately their family time. Now, why were they doing this? Because they didn't have their financial lives in order and they'd been stripped away of their autonomy. Now, let's face it, practicing medicine right now is incredibly difficult. There's increasing regulations every year, the workload keeps going up, you got to keep working harder, and your pay is stagnant or it's actually probably declining. Think about this. Do you jump up and down with excitement every day when you go to the hospital, your clinic, the OR, or the ER? Or are you really excited in the middle of the night when you're on call and you're dragged out of bed to go to the hospital? Most people I know, most physicians I know, are really happy when they're going home. And that's not the way that I want to live my life, but hey, that's just me. Now, second, what financial freedom and independence did for us at an early age is that it increased the most precious commodity that we all have, which is time. Time to spend with each other, time to spend with our kids, time to do other things that we enjoyed in life besides staying stuck on that hamster wheel and working because we had to work, not because we wanted to work. And the third big benefit that financial independence and freedom did to us, or gave us, is the power to say no. No, I will not work a night shift for no extra pay. No, I will not be blamed by hospital administrators and other people for events that I have no control over. And no, I will not be slapped around like a mule and provide my valuable services for free, while at the same time still have the chance of getting sued. So two things ignited my passion for financial planning and helping other physicians like you get your financial life in order and hopefully get your autonomy back. The first is that my personal financial situation became much more complex after finishing my residency training. In medical school and residency, we didn't have a single hour devoted to financial planning and investments, even though those two things were among the biggest worries that we have while we're physicians after we graduate from residency. A lot of questions kept nagging us, such as, how do I manage this retirement portfolio? How much do I need to save in order to retire? How do I protect my family and my kids if I should become disabled or die? And the second big thing that really ignited my passion to pursue financial planning and investment management for physicians like you is that I have a big distrust of financial advisors. Now that sounds very ironic because now I'm a financial planner helping physicians like you. But what happened is my dad and we had hired financial advisors at big brokerage firms years ago. And over time what we realized is that they weren't really providing any sort of advice in our best interest. Really what they were just doing is just selling us products. It's sort of like if I saw a patient and the way I was paid is by selling them the drugs, and those drug companies would then turn around and pay me money instead of just providing advice and taking care of the patient and being paid a fee for that. That's what was happening with a lot of financial advisors and how they're compensated by clients. And I also saw a lot of other physicians in the same boat when they had financial advisors, that a lot of advisors were simply selling products, and a lot of those products were A, expensive, and B, a lot of times they were inappropriate. So that made me really mad. I felt like doctors are the sort of targets of the financial services industry. And that's what really made me mad and ignited my passion to become a financial planner for physicians. I feel like physicians like you and me need somebody who can relate to us and actually understand our situation. After graduating from college and medical school at Johns Hopkins, I trained in emergency medicine, worked as an emergency medicine physician successfully for a number of years, and then I transitioned into financial planning and earned my certified financial planner designation, and then opened up my firm to help physicians like you get your financial life in order and hopefully move you closer to your own financial independence. I encourage you to sign up for my free report on the right side of this page. And in that report, I'm going to discuss with you the unique financial challenges that physicians like you and me face, and perhaps how I can help you get past those issues and challenges to get your financial life in order. Now, along with that free report, I'm also going to send you several bonuses that I think are going to be helpful to you, including a video series that you really won't want to miss, as well as financial case studies and my financial planning newsletter that I think is going to be really valuable to you. Now, if you're truly serious about getting your financial life in order, keeping it that way, and hopefully moving closer to your own financial independence, then I encourage you to sign up for your 30-minute financial health second opinion consultation with me. And in that consultation, we'll sit down and we will really figure out what's frustrating you and how I might be able to help you get your financial life in order and move you closer to your own financial independence. Thanks for visiting me, and feel free to contact me with any questions.